I know that.
Hey, we're back, relatively unstable to have some fun tonight, midweek, almost a long weekend, and bonus two in a row, two
I
in the
know.
same week, right?
It's like we have a podcast or something. Like,
What? And so today, because we missed each other so much, I'm Tiffany.
I'm Andrea.
And we are relatively unstable. Make sure you like, follow, and share. But today, we don't have any guests, it's just us. And we are going to learn a little bit about each other and let you learn a little something about us, or maybe not. We're going to play a game of truth or drink it. And hopefully have some fun conversation in between. And anybody is welcome to come on at another time, and we can do this as many days as we want to do it. We can do whatever we want, actually.
Yeah. That actually would be fun to have like different people play this. That would be that'd be really fun.
We should like schedule like once a month or once every other month or something like that. Because there's so many questions that can be asked, and maybe we don't feel like sharing today, but we'll share another time. Yeah. And honestly, Andrea, I don't plan on getting too drunk. I plan on being as transparent as possible.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if I can say the same, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
See, that's me lying. So
right.
That's great. Matter of fact, I got a real petite pour. But then I said, well, just in case I can't be truthful, let's get a bigger bottle. So let's do this.
All right.
Let's do this. I'm a little bit nervous. Same. I feel like you will be a heavy hitter.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know.
You don't have to be gentle with me, but.
Okay. So. Okay.
But,
so how do we start? So am I going to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So let's see. Okay.
I'm nervous.
Oh, super easy one.
Okay.
What, if any, sport do you absolutely hate against popular opinion?
Oh, that I hate against popular opinion. To play or to, I know we're not supposed to ask questions. To play or to watch?
I feel like this question.
Oh, I know what it is. Bowling.
Oh, yeah.
Bowling.
Yeah, I suck at bowling.
I go if there are drinks involved or if I'm coerced by my child, but I find bowling an incredibly pointless activity.
Mm-hmm. I always break a nail too, and that's also not my jam.
I don't ever have nails, so all right. That was easy.
Okay, that one was easy. That one was easy.
Have you ever lied to get out of hanging out with someone?
Yes. 100%. And I don't feel any kind of way about it either. So yeah, I have done that quite a bit. I don't do it so much now because now I feel like more comfortable saying like, I mean, back when we could be outside,
right?
I feel more comfortable saying like, so I did something yesterday and that was already too many people for me. So today I'm not doing anything.
I'm not going to people today.
Or, like I feel very comfortable saying that. But before when I didn't, I'd be sick. My cat be sick, which I mean, she really is sick now. Aww. But just whatever.
Sammy.
Shout out to Sammy, who may make an appearance today. I don't know. Yeah, it's not my proudest moment, but yeah, I've done it for sure.
Ain't no shame.
Mm-mm.
It's a guessing game with me. Okay.
So I'm going. Oh, let me do this instead. Okay. All right. Would you ever get plastic surgery?
Hell yeah. The only reason I haven't to this date is cash. I went for a consult and that shit is mad expensive. And not only did I go for a consult and was it expensive, I went for a consult on one thing. Oh, matter of fact, I went twice. I went to two different doctors. And I went for the consult, and they feel the need to upsell you, therefore just disintegrating your whole self-esteem. I'm like, bitch, I only came here for one thing. We didn't have to go into all that.
Right?
And by the time I left, I got an estimate for $15,000. I was like, oh shit.
Whoa.
And that wasn't even boobs. That wasn't booty. That wasn't boobs. I was like, how fucked up am I? As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this. That and a visit to my primary care doctor is what made me start working out again, because I was like, let me just see what I can do.
Right.
Let me just see what I can do to save a little bit of money.
I love how like your fitness is financially motivated. Like maybe this makes me feel good and look good, but I also just don't want to pay $15,000.
Look, I don't want to die because my cholesterol, I went and I had gained 30 pounds in a year. It was the year my dad was sick. And the doctor was like, you gained 30. I was like, don't tell me how much I weigh. She was like, well, I'll tell you, you gained 30 pounds in a year. And she gave me a long lecture about how stress will kill you and how my cholesterol, for the first time ever, because my cholesterol and my blood pressure is always very low. And she gave me a lecture about how my cholesterol was borderline high. And we were looking at medication. I'm like, I am not taking cholesterol meds, so I'll be right back. And I went the next day and joined the gym. And
now look at you.
Girl, I got a long way to go.
Body goals.
Aw, thank you. I got a long way to go. I just got done doing Zumba. Shout out to Dance with Brandon Kyrie, and did the arms earlier with Nicole and Treese. So check them out on Instagram, or DM us if you want their information. But yeah, they've been holding a girl down during quarantine.
I got a long way to start. You got a long way to go. I got a long way to even start.
Look, all you got to do is let somebody tell you $15,000.
You'd be like, okay.
I was like, oh, my bad.
My bad. Hold on a second.
How much is the consultation? And then they make it even worse by putting like this, like what do you call it, like this high def picture, like high res picture of you on the wall.
No thanks.
Like naked in your little like paper stuff, and man, I'm like, fuck you. No. No. I'm like, how much can I buy with 15 grand? You know what I bought with 15 grand? A whole lot of leggings to wear to my $30 gym membership. That's what from Gap and Old Navy. Okay. Have you ever walked in on your parents doing it?
Not my parents, but my mother's, and technically not a walk-in. Lots of caveats to the answer to the question, but so it was my mother's boyfriend, and I didn't walk in, but I heard sounds.
Ew.
And even though I just answered that truthfully, I'm still about to take a drink, because now I feel like I need something to
wash that away.
Because I can. Oh God. And yes, I'm drinking from the bottle. Don't judge me. Whatever.
I feel like I have to follow up with how old were you? I think that makes a difference.
Let's see. I was in high school.
Oh God, yeah, that's
so
bad.
Yeah, worse.
That's bad. I'll have a drink.
So I knew exactly what this was, and no thanks.
Yeah, I'll take one for you too.
Yeah, it's bad.
No.
Ugh. Okay. And he was such a bum. If I could like
Makes it worse.
caveat on that,
Well, he's
like
probably gross, like gross sounding and
gross, gross as a person, gross sounding, just, and that's not some like, oh, no man would ever be as good as my dad to my mom. That's really not on that type of shit. Like just him as a person.
yeah. Oh, I
Bad. Thumbs down.
we'll talk.
Yeah. All right. So let's see.
Hello. My inside joke. My sisters will get that.
All right. Let's see. I'm like scrolling and then like just stopping at the first one. All right. Oh, this is a good one. And hopefully you answer this. What is the least amount of time you have known someone before sleeping with them?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Go ahead and do it.
Couple hours.
Yeah. Whatever.
It's not my MO, but you know.
But shit happens.
And bonus for you, it was my first time.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So can I have a follow-up?
Sure.
So like, was it just like all right, let's just see what this is about? Or was it like I'm really like drawn to this person?
Absolutely not. I'll be honest and say that probably anybody who was like had all their teeth that night and like
Very important.
yeah.
That's very important. I mean,
there was a whole lot of Cisco involved that evening. It was a bad night. But you know what? I held on tight until senior year, and all my friends were like doing it, and I was like, you know what? In my drunk mind, I was like, let's just get this over with. And it was like the it boy at the college, okay. And you know, we were at a house party over in Sherwood Forest, and it was like some guys my friend went to high school with. Like I was just like, I was so gone, and honestly in my mind I was like, I was so like not pressed, but in my mind I was like, if I'm drunk, because all my friends are like, oh, it's gonna hurt. If I'm drunk, it won't hurt.
Right.
I'm like, and then I mean, like I was drunk but clear, and I'm like, this ain't shit. Okay, it's fine, you know.
And he probably thought he was putting in that work.
Look.
That's fantastic. You know, just like, whatever.
And I remember it being in college, and he didn't go to the same school that I was going to, but I guess he had friends that went there. And I remember seeing him in like the student center, and I was with a girlfriend, and I saw him and I was like, let's just go this way. I doubt he was probably as fucked up as I was, and probably wouldn't remember to this day. Cool. Right. But yeah, yep, I would say a couple hours, but in my adulthood, it's taken longer than that. Not a couple hours.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll at least say half a day. You know. Oh, that's before I became, you know, older and wiser.
Yes.
Okay. Judge not, lest ye be judged. If you were marooned on an island with one person, who would you want that person to be?
This is a complicated question. Yeah, I don't really know how to answer this. I mean, my first inclination would be to say my best friend Tiara, because we get along and like there would be no shit. Also, she cooks. So, that's important. But then, it's the sex thing.
Okay.
So, but probably.
Sorry, Tiara.
Right. But probably, I still will probably say her. And then, just hopefully I have a vivid imagination and, I have all my limbs. So, I guess as long as I got that, I might be all right.
I think that there are ways you can even get around that, but
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
If you find a dull enough object.
All right. Mm-hmm. Maybe like an actual eggplant. Like, wouldn't that be weird? Like, since we use eggplants,
it would be
for
weird.
That. Yeah, that would be weird.
But you have to get it to be like still. If you didn't have your arms.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Scrolling. I'm trying to get to one.
This girl is hilarious.
Have you ever been caught checking someone out?
Oh, for sure. I am not smooth. Oh, for sure. I mean, in good ways and bad ways.
Mm-hmm.
Totally been caught like, and totally been caught like, I'm about to get my ass beat.
Right. Yeah. I've done both of those. And I'm also like, so like the flip side, I'm so oblivious when people are checking me out. So like I never notice if somebody's checking me out either. Like it's weird.
Yeah, at this point I don't expect to be checked out, but back in the day, like I used to like, back in the day I would catch it, but I think my days of being checked out are kind of gone. But like back in the day, that was, yeah, I think so. Back in the day, back in the day, that would be like you're like a quarter of the way to getting my number if I see you checking me out the right way. But me, I'm like probably more so blank stare, probably looking halfway stupid. But I've definitely been caught.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Do you pee in the shower?
I don't.
It's actually really good for the environment. I read an article on it.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's not wasting water by flushing the toilet. It's going right down the drain.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah. But
yeah,
I'm not saying I do or I don't. I'm just saying I read an article that it is better for the environment.
Yeah.
It's green to pee in the shower.
Huh. I mean, it is all drains. Like
it all goes to the same place, and you're not flushing the toilet and running the shower water. You're welcome.
And for women, like it's a easy cleanup afterwards. Like you don't have to, like you're already in the shower.
Yep.
So you just wash. Yep. Which is also you're eliminating paper waste too. Look at that.
We are green.
We are
environmentally conscious and relatively unstable.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Just wash out the tub after.
Right. Then actually clean.
Right.
Like the stuff.
Right.
Okay. Would you rather live with no internet or no AC or heating? That's a good one.
Look. I can live without AC. I cannot live without heat. No, fuck that. I could put on a snowsuit. I need my internet. I gotta scroll. There have been those moments where, like, I remember when a bird got caught in my chimney and I straight up put on a down coat and sat there waiting. So I could do it. I could do it. As long as I have my phone to distract me. Plus, you can steal internet.
True. Very, very true.
All right.
Give me a good one.
Okay. Would you rather lose your sex organs forever or gain 200 pounds only in your stomach?
What the hell kind of question is this? I said a good one, Tiffany. I am perplexed.
What do you do?
Well, I think I would take the 200 pounds.
Honey Boo Boo's mother had a man.
Look,
that was all good.
I know for a fact that there are men willing, able, and capable of lifting it up,
navigating that 200 pounds,
getting it right in. I'm pretty comfortable. I'm pretty confident that I could find someone with enough strength to hoist that thing up and do what needs to get done.
They made a show about it. Want to see it?
Uh-oh.
It's called Quarantine.
Right.
Because I've been pounding the snacks.
Yeah, like, yeah. 200 pounds in the stomach, though. Whew.
Yeah. I don't want to go to that annual checkup.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
I'm ready for you.
All right. What is the most illegal thing you've ever done?
Okay. I have to say there have been a few things. Probably participated in an insurance job.
Mm-hmm.
On a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I don't know. What penalty is higher, forgery or? I don't know. Because I've done that too.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the car insurance is something that, I mean, are you even really from Detroit if you haven't done something like that? I don't know.
True. I didn't even know what I was doing really. You know, I had a really shady boyfriend and, you know, my bad, yo.
Right.
The car wasn't worth much, so it was a Safari. I was not raised that way. Okay. Have you ever accidentally revealed a friend's secret?
I probably have. I can't think of an exact time, but I probably have. Yeah, especially if it was accident, like if the question is about it being accidental. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have.
I talk too much.
Yeah, and
I have to really be careful.
And like it's some things that like unless you say to me like, hey, like this is just between me and you or whatever, like I may not think of them
Sammy?
as little Sammy, little years. I might not think of them as a big deal. So like I may be like, oh yeah, such and such just did such and such, you know, like like I've had friends that have said like, oh, don't mention that such and such got a new job or bought a new car or something like that. And I'm just like,
right.
Like it doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me. So I might have been like, oh yeah, such and such just got a new car. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, really? You know, so
my bad.
Yeah, ooh, I get tripped up like that sometimes.
Absolutely, I do too.
Yeah.
Careful what you tell me. But I'm much better. I'm much better now. Much better. Now that I have more secrets that I don't want told, I think that helps me have more respect.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. It's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
What
No,
would
it's my turn. It's my
Oh,
turn.
okay,
Okay.
right.
If you if
We're
you
not
could
even drunk yet.
right, if you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I just was like, I gotta ask her this question.
So, yeah, this is a toughie, but I think it would have to be my absolute favorite song of my whole life, which is "As" by Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
Because it's that song is just like, it feels like the song of my life. Like I've been listening to the song for literally 35 years. So it reminds me of my dad. So yeah, I think that would definitely be the one.
Aw. It reminds me of my dad too. That's the song we played to at his that's one of the songs we played at his funeral.
Yes.
It feels like love.
It does feel like love.
It feels like love. And it's like it feels like love and it's like fly, it's timeless. Oh,
Like timeless. Like
yeah.
this is a 40-something-year-old song now. Like,
Yep.
and
And you
it's
can just listen to it on repeat. And
yeah.
I feel like every time you listen to it, there's something different that you get from
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great one.
So which one would you do? What one would you pick?
Oh, wow. What song would if I could only listen to one song for the rest of my life, I'm like, what song can I not get out of my head? Um, Given that I have song lyrics tattooed all over my body now, I think it would be fair to pick one of those. I would hope, and um, I think it would be um, "Remember Me" by Diana Ross.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is also a song that we played. I'm sure I'll change my mind later, but
Yeah, I mean,
that's the
it's
first
one
thing
of
that
those
comes
things.
to mind because I don't know, that song just really speaks to me. That or Magic by Olivia Newton-John, which is on my back.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've heard that song.
I think you have. I bet you have. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I bet you have. Yep.
Okay. What was your excuse me. What was your most embarrassing moment in public?
Whew. Uh, let's see. Let me think. Uh, There've been so many.
I was gonna say, like,
I don't embarrass super easy, but I have definitely had moments that I'm like, oh, I wish. I would say that probably because I don't embarrass easily, an embarrassing moment would have to be tied to a man,
mm-hmm.
honestly. Like because I don't, I've behaved badly where I felt bad afterward, but I would probably say that I've been more embarrassed by um, something related to a man, whether it be um, me, everybody knowing we were kicking it and he show up with another woman or, something like that. That would probably, honestly, because I don't really embarrass easily or um, being with somebody who's done something that I was embarrassed about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's probably happened, but I can't think of something so specific about myself where I've been embarrassed because I don't I really don't embarrass that easily like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that but I can't get my feelings hurt, which I guess is a form of embarrassment.
Mm-hmm. So I don't embarrass easily either, but there is this one time in high school. So I went to Cast Tech, and it's used
Too
to
bad you
be
didn't go to
for
Renaissance.
well, well, and everybody, the podcast is over now. Thanks for tuning in. It's been real fun. Now I don't even know this woman.
Who doesn't want to rock maroon and white? Come on now.
Somebody that wears green and white.
There's a ring to it. Maroon. I love my things.
So for people who don't know, even though I think everybody probably would know, at least people from Detroit, Cash used to be 6, 7, 8 floors of, stairs and 3,000 students, and still only 5 minutes to get to class, whether you had a class on the first floor to the sixth, whatever. Like, it was still all the same 5 minutes. So this one particular time, we were having a hall sweep. The assistant principal was standing like in the middle of the hallway, counting down, and anybody caught, once he said one, would get detention or something, or written up or something, I don't know. And so naturally, everybody was like kind of running, trying to get to class. And I was an art student, so I had like my book bag, my tackle box, my probably holding like a pad of paper and other stuff in my hands, right? So everybody's running, we're running, and I'm running this way, and there's a girl that's running the opposite way, and we bump shoulders, and she continues on. I, however, like, it felt like I was in the Matrix. Like, I was just like, and like all of my like art supplies, pads and books and book bag just all like mushroomed out and just fell out. And that would be bad enough. Like, it was a pretty substantial fall. But it got even better because as I was trying to get back up, I fell 3 more times trying to pick up the thing that had fallen and get my balance and run, because I'm still like,
girl,
I'm
look.
under the threat of this write-up. And so by the time that, I had my series of falls, the bell had rang. People were now coming out of the classroom to watch me in my second and third. and because, like, I'm making so much noise, everything is like happening, and even the assistant principal was just like, take your
Never
time.
mind. Never mind.
Like, you get a pass. And so, like, literally, like, I have visions of people like coming out of their classrooms and just watching me fall, like, continuously over and over again. So I really wasn't super embarrassed though, because like, whatever, but like, it was hilarious to me. And like, I just, yeah, it was
One
hilarious.
day we'll have to have my sisters chime in on exactly how much I fall. And it's probably the volume of falls that I've experienced that make me so immune to embarrassment, because I have fallen at the most inconvenient of times. One time, every time I hear "Hot in Here" by Nelly, I have a flashback of I can remember this night when I fell. I remember what shoes I had on, and you know how, did you ever go to Captain's downtown?
Mm-hmm.
And they had like the planks.
Yep.
And I had on these like high heel slides, and I'm dancing, and it's "Hot in Here" on, and I hit the ground.
Oh.
Yeah. That same night, I also lost the lenses out of my glasses. Don't know how. My sister was like, "Oh, is that a style?" No. And then my 31st birthday, we were at, what was that? There was some club in Pontiac, and I had on this like barely there dress, like a dress that I later used as a shirt, as a top. That's how small this dress was. And these very high pointed heels. And somebody had spilled their drink on the dance floor.
Uh-oh.
And there was another guy there who was part of our little circle, and his birthday was the day after mine. And we were like, oh yeah, let's go turn up whatever on the dance floor. And we're walking to the dance floor. I slip, and all my birthday business shows on the dance floor. And he just kept walking. Like, I don't even know this
Oh.
bitch. Right? But those are just two small examples. I'm a faller.
I have
All the
another
time.
I have another story that this is probably the closest that I've gotten to being embarrassed, and it does not include a fall. So I was standing up in one of my good friends' wedding, and we were like, all the bridesmaids were like in her hotel room getting ready, and I had nibbled on some things like, like muffins or whatever they had. And then the groom and the groomsmen sent over champagne. And so we all had a champagne toast.
Aw, that was so
And
nice of them.
yeah, and it was June. It was very hot.
I
It
know
was
where this is going.
June or July. And I I don't even know what happened. So this is why I
What
don't
always
really
happens.
fuck with champagne like that. Like whatever. So it was an outside wedding. The bridesmaid dresses were like a very, very faint green.
Mm-hmm.
This is important for the story. So we're standing up in the wedding, and my body is having a reaction. Okay. So I am like visibly sweating. Like it is pouring out of my face. It is running down my legs. It is dripping off of my arm. Like I am in full sweat mode, right? The reason why the color of the dress is important, because now my dress is like an evergreen color
Oh shit.
in every place that I'm sweating. Okay. Um I felt like I was gonna faint. I was in heels higher than any heels I had ever worn before. Um, I'm standing like with the bridesmaids, like we're lined up,
Right.
and I was like, okay. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, it would be poor form for me to go sit down. Like I can't do that. I might faint though, and we're not standing on grass. And I was like, okay, well, this is what happens. And so and I can't believe I'm about to say this on camera because I don't think I've told this story, but like in person. So I just have to fart. And I just continue to do this for the almost entire ceremony. I feel like people can hear me. I'm sweating out of my ass. I feel like I'm about to faint. And I'm like, well, it is better than fainting, I guess.
I would have rather fainted.
And so I'm just like,
That would be my point of embarrassment. And wait, this is the thing. I was with you because when my best friend got married in California, in Pasadena, I had the same moment where I was pouring sweat. This is no lie. I'm standing right at the head of all the bridesmaids. Our other friend is behind me, like trying to wipe the dripping sweat from my back. I'm feeling like, you know how like your head gets cloudy and things start, it was like a movie where I could barely hear what was going on around me.
yeah.
I'm like pouring, like, I mean, like just overwhelmed. And I ended up leaving because I'm like, I'm about to throw up in this wedding or faint, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so I ended up running to the bathroom, and I was like, oh my God, I'm already a drama queen. Now they're gonna be like, this dramatic bitch. But I really was about to pass out. And I ended up, I needed air. I needed
Mm-hmm.
air. I ended up, when we got back to Detroit, I ended up having a blood clot that was 2 feet long in my leg.
Oh my God.
Yes. And I don't know. I'm assuming those two things were related because at the time I thought I just had like strained a muscle or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I could not handle it. I was fine after I got some air and sat down for a long time. But it was bad. And that's why I was like, is she going to the same place where I was drenched.
Drenched. I was drenched.
Just standing there, drenched.
Yes. Yes. I was like I have never, and I'm not like a super big sweater, right? So like,
I'm a sweater.
I could feel the sweat running down my legs, and I was like, this is odd. This is like I'm sweating too much. So I guess I'm here to let you know that perhaps had you not went to the bathroom, my situation is what might have happened to you. And
no, I would have passed out first.
Yeah. So I just yeah. And bonus, we had to take pictures afterwards. So here I am in this two-tone dress now.
Like a Cadillac.
Right, right. Like the personification of a hot mess. Like if there was
literal hot mess
of a hot mess, that would be me on that day. And like I call it my sweat Mageddon story. So
yeah, that's one for the ages, girl.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah.
That would be my moment.
And also, like, shout out to the bridesmaids who like
had to stand behind you.
Had to stand behind me. Well, we were all in line. We were all in line. So like they weren't like downwind or anything.
I was like, you're petite though, so you probably were at the back anyway.
True. Yep. And shout out to them for like not really like
being unfazed.
Being unfazed and also not mentioning it years later or even after the ceremony, because like I really thought that was probably the best option at the time. So I had to go for it
because I was go with your gut.
Literally.
I don't even remember whose question that was. You threw me off with that.
Right.
I think it's my turn. Oh shit. You threw me off with that. Let's see. I feel like, okay, describe the strangest dream you've ever had.
Oh. So, I don't dream often, but this is a dream that I remember that I had, I don't even know how many years ago now, but it's been like over 20 probably. I was in like a Harlem or Brooklyn like brownstone, and like there was something happening with my dad and my uncle, and in the dream it felt like it was like some illegal activity happening, like maybe like some drugs or like diamonds or something. I feel like diamonds was a part of it, whatever. And so and I remember like being outside on the stoop and like watching this thing go down, and then all of a sudden it was like nighttime, and I was like peeking from behind the back of a couch, and it wasn't my dad or my uncle, but somebody got shot or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was weird. And then like my grandma came and took me to a bus stop, and we were going to go like just go away somewhere like on a Greyhound bus. And before we got on the bus, like this woman came up and asked us if we wanted to buy some fabric.
Isn't that funny how you remember these things?
Yeah, but like that's literally like, I definitely do not remember all of my dreams, but that is one dream that has stuck with me, and I don't know what it means or why. Like my dad wasn't, well, one of my uncles probably was involved in some illegal activity, but my dad wasn't. I mean, not like for real, like
right.
So, yeah, weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's my turn. Huh?
Yep.
I'm just yapping. What are 4 things you notice in a person at first glance?
4? Oh shit. 4? Definitely mouth, like teeth, mouth. Um, I don't know. I'm really observant about people, so I'm sure I'd probably do a quick scan of 90% of the people that I encounter. Um, so I guess mouth, clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always looking at clothes. Uh, if it's somebody ratchet, I notice stuff like eyelashes and
Mm-hmm.
like how they're made up or whatever like that. Like, those, I call them like roof
Yeah.
tar eyelashes. Like I notice shit like that. And I notice who they're with.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 4? I think I notice who they're with. Like, I'm always curious about what somebody's story is. Like, it's not, when you ask, do I get caught checking people out? I know I have, because I'm always putting together I'm making up stories about people all the time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
do that too.
All right. I'm going to give you I'm going to try and make you drink.
Okay.
What sexual act are you best at?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Do I want to drink? Tell the truth. Yeah. Hmm. I feel so conflicted right now. So conflicted right now. Like, yeah, I don't know if I want to give that up. So I'm gonna drink. I'm
Go
gonna
for
drink.
it.
I'm
Go
gonna
for
drink.
it.
So in your list, there's a question under that. And I
What
think
is it?
my next question to you.
Okay. I don't know what it is, but
It's either right before that. Yeah.
okay. You
And you
have
can,
to ask it and I'll tell you the truth.
okay. So let's see. So what, hold on. I want to find it because I want to make sure that I read the exact way that it's written. Where is it? Where is it? Where, oh, is it here? No, no, I can't find it. All right, I'm gonna freestyle it. But
Okay.
so what is one sex thing that you are the worst at?
Uh I can think of 2. Uh Initiating.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah. I'm terrible at that. And uh probably writing, because I'm a lazy bitch.
Oh, yeah. I, I have made many, many episodes very awkward by just not knowing what the hell to do.
And I'm just done. I just rather not.
Right. just, just rather not.
I am lazy. I feel like I should get a gold star for being honest.
You should. Should.
Okay. Let's see. If you could change one thing on your body, what would it be?
Trying to decide if I would want. I mean, the obvious answer would be a smaller stomach, but I also feel like if I had a bigger butt and bigger hips, then the stomach might not matter so much.
This is truth. This is truth.
So,
This is truth.
and like that would kind of like round me out a little bit. So I
There
think
is balance. This is one of the things that was discussed in my consultation.
Yeah. Like I just want yeah, I'm lazy, so I may not be doing the things that I need to do or eating the things that I need to do to like shrink my stomach or to, decrease my waistline. But if I could just have like a set of badass hips and like a really round butt.
That's really like all you need in life, which is probably why I haven't gotten far. I'm very hippie. I'm quite hippie. I'm
See,
working on Nicole has been helping me with my squats, but
I need to do some squats. I
I'm
need to do
very hippie. Oh, Nicole will have you doing mad squats, man.
She got a nice ass, by the way.
Nicole has a hella ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she's got the height too.
It ain't really fair. It ain't really.
Yeah. No, she's genetically blessed.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us have to work a little bit harder,
Mm-hmm.
or a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So. Andrea's working hard now.
I am. I'm like focused. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to go through and see what is a really good question. Oh, would you date your high school crush today?
Oh, fuck no. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. No. 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 He's like no. He's like a weirdo surfer boy type living out in California. How do I know this? My mother. Yeah, he's and what I was probably attracted to back then, just no. He probably voted for Trump.
Mm.
Yeah, no. No.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just shout out. I'll say his initials RM. But he was on the gymnastics team, and I was just overwhelmed. I mean, I did some stupid shit to try and get his attention.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't his type of girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. But absolutely not. How many selfies do you take a day?
Oh. Probably at least 2. And they're mostly with my cat. Because she's always doing something cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I think 2 is a good average.
Yeah, and then if I'm holding her, then I just do this, and then
yeah. Yeah, I think 2 is a good average by myself. With Jacob, it's probably like 30.
Yeah, I mean, how can you not take a picture of that face?
I know. Oh. Yeah. No.
Yeah. All right. What is the weirdest food combo that you eat?
The weirdest food combo I eat. I have incredibly odd eating habits for an adult. So I eat a lot of combos. I eat stuff like I make tacos with the turkey bacon and the pancake. So I do stuff like that. But and I definitely do I am a pineapple pizza girl.
Same.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck y'all who think pineapple pizza is trash. That shit is the bomb.
Good.
Pineapple and black olives. That's my favorite pizza. I have one in the kitchen waiting for me right now.
I'm waiting on my pizza order coming anytime soon.
But I don't really eat any combos that are odd. I just eat oddly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very weird about the way I eat my cereal. I have to eat cereal in a mug, not a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have the milk in first, and I have to pour the cereal a little bit at a time because I'm a texture person and I cannot eat anything soggy. So I don't like cooked leafy things.
Mm-hmm.
I can eat anything raw, but I can't eat cooked leafy things.
So like sauteed spinach is a no-no.
Oh, no,
Mm-hmm.
nope. So yeah, so I don't really eat anything too odd. I mean, but I eat oddly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I would say maybe the pineapple pizza is like the oddest. I don't do like that French fry and what is it? French fry and
Mayo.
oh God, no, I don't eat mayo at all. What is it? Frosty. People do that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't do shit like that. Nah, I don't do shit like that. That's no. I'm not trying to die.
Right.
No, I don't do that shit. And everything I eat, most of what I eat with chocolate has to have nuts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't like I love chocolate, but I like chocolate, but I love it with nuts.
Yep. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't just bite into like a bar of chocolate.
Same. Nope. As a matter of fact, I'll take the Hershey bar and they've gotten so stingy with the almonds that they just put it kind of down the center. So I just break off the sides and eat the middle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just an odd eater.
Yeah.
Uh, do you dance when you're alone?
Oh yeah. Full on concerts, um, dance sessions, therapy sessions.
Then you need to come to Zumba.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not coordinated at all, but I be moving. I be moving.
Shake your little thing, girl. Shake it.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to be, this is my low expectation. I always wanted to be a dancer in a video, like back in the day when I don't know what videos look like now, but growing up in the 90s, 80s and 90s, video dancers were like the shit. And I always wanted to be like, not like Gloria Velez, but the vibrant thing, girl. I want to be
Yeah.
her. I want to
Yeah.
be her. Yeah. I didn't want to be like I feel like that Gloria Velez was like crossing the line. I wanted to be like have a little class about myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No shade, just,
Right. Yeah, just real.
yeah. Yep. So,
I should be
yeah.
taking this time to like queue up a question, but I don't do that at all.
That's okay. This is bad practice because we have dead air, but we're good.
Yeah.
Rock with us.
Yes. What is an instant deal breaker in a new relationship?
I haven't had a new relationship in 12 years, but let's see. If I were to have one, an instant deal breaker would be so many. An instant deal breaker would be bad bad manners.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see. Bad hygiene, bad manners on the same level. Now, I shouldn't talk. My quarantine hygiene is quite questionable, but in public, they're like equal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for people like, and that's a deal breaker in friendships, relationships, whatever. If you get raw with the server,
Yes.
I don't like when people send their food back. I don't like any of that.
Yep.
So those two things would for sure. I mean, I think some of the other deal breakers are kind of, we don't even need to talk about them because we just wouldn't even get that far.
Right. Right.
Like I learned from past mistakes.
Right. Right.
Have you ever, or do you lick your plate?
No. And I'm very weird about especially in restaurants, but even in restaurants. I'm very weird about eating to the bottom of something, like eating to the bottom of a bowl.
Oh shit, I clean. If I'm hungry, it's going down.
So like if I order a bowl of soup at a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
like I will leave a little bit of soup because I don't want to, and I don't know why I do this, but I don't want to scrape
Oh,
the,
I get that. Now that I get.
yeah,
That I get. I'm very weird about noises. First
yeah.
of all, very like people who scrape their teeth against a fork.
Oof.
We can't be friends. Um, or if we are friends, we can never have a meal together.
Yeah.
So I get that. I'm so sensitive to noises, and now we're getting to Tiffany's neurosis.
Right.
I'm very sensitive about noises. I don't like, especially mouth noises.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm very weird about that. I'm a weirdo. So yeah, I get that. I understand that
Mm-hmm.
wholly.
Um.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, it's my turn.
Yep.
Good grief. Would you ever date someone much older than you?
Yeah. Yep. I would. I mean, I'm getting up there now, so I mean, I don't know what much is at this point, but if I were single, I would definitely do maybe maybe, oh God, I'm 45, so can much older be 10 years?
Yeah.
I would do 10 years. I would do 10 years. I mean, shit, really, maybe I'd do 15.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if a well preserved.
It's some good looking mid 50,
I
60
like a silver fox.
out here. Yeah.
I like a silver fox. I like a little gray. I think, men age well or
Mm-hmm.
they don't. But
Right.
the ones who do age well. So I could see myself doing that. I was attracted to older guys. I never really was with many, like the oldest boyfriend, the one boyfriend I had that was like much older was like 7 years older.
Mm-hmm.
But and he was quite immature. But yeah, I find older men attractive.
Yeah, same.
Give me a stem and Graham,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm no Oprah, but you know, we could we could do it. And plus, older men are tired, so I feel like that'll be balanced. I already said I'm lazy.
Right.
I go to bed, you go to bed. I think that's,
Yeah.
hey, we're good.
I feel you.
So absolutely I could. Um, what's your biggest insecurity, Andrea?
Well, all right, let's get into this. I guess um yeah, like not being good enough for anything. It's something that I deal with and I struggle with a lot. And it's such a weird thing because I mean, it's the whole like imposter syndrome thing,
Mm-hmm.
where you have people who, love you and care about you and like see the good that you bring and see the good that you do and the value that you bring and all of that. And you're still like, but are you saying that just because you're my friend
Yeah.
or do you really mean that? Or
Yeah.
like, are you saying it just to be nice? Like, if you're not my friend, are you just saying it because you don't want to tell me that I'm actually trash?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I deal with that a lot. And um I'm just now starting to learn like where that comes from. And it's
You've done the work.
I'm doing it. And it comes from um I mean, a number of things, but one of the things that comes from is my relationship with my mom, which we just had a talk about moms.
Go back and listen.
Yeah, go back and listen to that. Um, But yeah, so like it definitely comes from, a part of it comes from that, and not feeling like she valued me and not like lifting me up when I was a kid. So,
Yeah.
like if your mom don't do it, like you're like constantly seeking it from other people, and but then you also are questioning it because you're like, well, how could you feel this way if my mom don't even feel this way? So it's
Right.
like a weird.
It's weird because sometimes if your mom does do it, it's not necessarily the validation that you need.
Mhm,
And then other people don't validate you in the same way. And your worth is kind of just positioned in one spot or one place, one element of life.
mhm,
And so then you're torn down everywhere else,
mhm,
you
mhm,
know. So I think those are the things that could go either way.
mhm.
But I'm here to validate you.
Thank you, boo.
You are welcome. You are worth it. You're worth it to me.
Thank you. Uh-oh, my pizza here. Hold on. This is so ghetto. This is so ghetto. Hello?
We're witnessing now Andrea
Okay, can you just leave it right at the door?
and quarantine
Oh,
protocol.
thank you so much. Bye-bye.
This is her no contact pizza delivery.
I'm safe with mine.
And where are we getting our pizza from tonight?
Belle Pizza, right around the corner for me.
Oh, never heard of Belle Isle Pizza. Andrea's cool. She lives in the city.
Mm-hmm. It's and I'm getting like a fancy pizza. I'm getting a spinach and artichoke pizza.
Oh, that is fancy.
It's very good. I've had it 3 times
That's because
in
you live close to Grosse Pointe.
true, true.
That's that kind of fancy.
Mhm.
Would Andrea like to get her pizza so it's not sitting outside?
Yes, but
We're
it's
gonna we're gonna pause for a moment while Andrea gets her pizza. And we're back. Andrea has her dinner.
mhm.
Mine is waiting, and we're gonna wrap this up with 3 good questions each. And hopefully you will have learned something about us. I don't remember whose turn it was. I think it was your turn.
Okay. Have you ever been fired from a job?
Yes. Yes. And I quit first. He told me to reconsider it. He told me take a week off and reconsider. And I came back and I've been fired twice. But this was the most significant time. And when I came back, he told me that we should part ways. And it was really that he was such a petty bitch ass that he wanted to fire me himself. And that's fine. He was,
Wow.
yeah, he was a crazy person. But yeah, oh, definitely. I've probably been fired from more than 2, but for sure 2. Yep. Um, what is the most scandalous location you've ever had sex in?
Um, a rooftop in LA.
That's sexy. That's not scandalous.
Yeah, that's it was weird though, cuz like we were facing the security camera. So,
Okay, that's scandalous.
yeah.
That's some 20s shit.
So, maybe they got a show, or maybe they got a laugh. I don't know.
Shut up. Oh, the 20s are so fun. Um, that's a good one though. All right, it's your turn.
Oh, yes. Why am I so bad at this? My God.
You're great at it. You're good.
Um, let's see. I have Oh, what what misconception do people have about you?
Oh, whew. Uh, oh, stumped. What misconception do people have about me? I think that maybe that uh, I don't know. I don't know. What misconception? What do you think? I don't know. What might people think? What have you learned about me that people might think? Maybe that I'm quieter than I am. I know, like in high school, I was very quiet. I've always been a natural extrovert, but I was just not happy then. So I think that maybe people who knew me then probably think I'm more introvert than I am. I think I've kind of evolved into an ambivert, but I think that people don't, there are people who knew me back when who don't expect me to be so, um, so loud and opinionated.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be it. I don't know what other, I'm sure people have a lot of opinions about me. I don't give a fuck most of the time.
Right.
Let's see. What now it's me that's stuck. If you could go back and change one moment in your life, what would it be?
Okay, this is about to get sad.
Oh no.
I probably would the night, the last time I saw my father, like I probably would have forced him to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was all like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine. Like, oh, I'm just, out of breath a little bit. And I think he even said like his chest hurt or something like that. And I was 23 and I didn't really put the pieces together as far as like what was probably actually happening to him at the moment. And it would have been, not only was he my dad, but he was also, he's also a man.
Yeah.
Sorry to generalize, but they're not the best about going to the doctor sometimes and all of that. So it would have been a fight, but if I had of at least fought and lost that battle of, like if he was like, no, I'm absolutely not going, but at least I would have tried.
Yeah.
I probably would have felt better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then on a lighter note, I probably would have gone away to college instead of going to Wayne State.
Absolutely. That's something that I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
What is the sexiest thing someone can do?
The sexiest thing somebody can do is be authentic. That's the sexiest thing somebody can do, is be who they really fucking are. Be authentic. If you're an asshole, be an asshole. If you're insecure, be insecure. If you are a dweeb, be a dweeb. If you are that girl, be that girl, but be who you are. That is the sexiest thing somebody can do. And be clean.
And also,
again, hypocrite right now. Total hypocrite. What is the last thing you search for on your what's the last thing we'll find in your web browser other than Zoom or Facebook?
I was Googling side effects of cat medication. We're living a wild life over here, but yeah, that was the last thing. But what else do I like? I Google stuff, but like my Wikipedia rabbit hole is that's where it gets real. So, yeah. if I'm watching a show or if I'm like I get all into like characters and like the actors or like historical events, and then that leads me to like other things, and
Same. I
I'm
can't
just
watch a show without Googling something.
yeah.
I'm like, wait, I've seen that person
So,
before.
like,
Where have I seen them?
yeah, like I need to know like what show they've been on, or like, and I'm always particularly fascinated with people. Damn, I mean, I'm really not a morbid person, but here we are. Like, like I'm fascinated with how people die.
Hmm.
Like, I want to know about that. Like, I don't know
I
why.
can understand that.
Yeah, but like, so I always go to, like, I'll read the whole thing, but like I'll go to the first sections that I'll go to would be like their personal life, and then like if they're no longer living, like how they died.
Yeah, I wonder about that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I don't think that's so odd, but maybe
yeah,
we're both odd.
true, could be.
Okay, we're down. We're gonna do our last two questions. We have to make them good.
All right. Do you still love any of your exes?
Um, I can't say that I love any exes. I can say I only hate one.
Mm-hmm.
I only hate one. And judge me if you will, I hate this person.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I am not a person that has left with too much bad blood in that regard. And
Mm-hmm.
I will say that most of them I probably didn't really love anyway. So I think there was a lot of mediocre feeling in my past. But yeah, I just don't. Other than one, I don't really hate anybody, and he's in my like top two.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone who knows me knows why. Uh, um, and what's the meanest thing you've ever said to somebody?
I really don't know. I don't know because I don't really like to be mean.
Aw,
So like I don't
be
like
mean. I'm so good at being mean. I'm so fucking mean.
I mean, I have had
I was hoping you would ask me this question because it would have gotten me stuck for a long time.
like just trying to figure out what the meanest thing was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have thoughts of what I would say because I always, I'm the kind of person where I'm going to have, whether you're in the room or not, I'm going to have the argument with you and I'm going to tell you my side of the story. And so, there's lots of things that I would say, but when I'm in the moment, I don't, I don't, I don't usually say the meanest things that I want to say because I still don't want to hurt their feelings, even if they've played me. Like I still don't want to hurt their feelings.
I love you. I do. Sometimes I don't want to hurt feelings. There are times I'm like 50-50. It just depends on which way the Pisces is, the fish is swimming.
Mm-hmm.
But if I say something mean, it's probably the ugliest shit you've heard in your life. And I can't say that I can't even say I regret it too much.
Right.
I, every once in a while I do. Sometimes I'm like, oh damn girl, you really just shouldn't have said that shit. But most of the time I fucking mean it. I mean, because I really have to be that angry, and I but I don't, you know, I love you. Although I think at some point I might get mad at you because I'm going to be like, you gotta say it. You
Oh,
gotta say it.
you absolutely will, because there's people in my life that are just like, well, why don't you why didn't you tell him about his ass? And I'd be like, I should have.
And I would be like, what's his number?
Right. I'll tell him.
I mean, but there are people that I should light into that I don't. But when I do, you don't want that smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I step outside of my body, all this retinol comes off, and it just, you know. But I hope that we've learned something about each other today.
Yes.
And we'll have to do this again because we have pages and pages of questions that we could ask each other. And next time we'll have to bring somebody else in the mix who can add something even more. Maybe we're too tame, but who can add a little something to this. And hopefully you guys learned something about us too and are interested enough to keep listening. Next time we have some other stuff planned. And I also think that we are still getting into our groove. So if there's anything that you want us to talk about, we are more than willing to talk about it so that you don't have to.
Yep.
I hope that we proved ourselves a little bit today, and with some of our honesty, I think we came out of this much more sober than we thought.
Right. I only drank once.
And I drank just because I wanted to.
And I kind of regret what I drank on. So, like, I probably should have just said it.
I'm going to have to remember what it was, and we'll come back to it.
Yep.
Until next time, don't forget to like, follow, and share Relatively Unstable. Tell your friends, tell your homies, tell your mama, tell your daddy. Come back, see us, holler. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll talk about it all. Peace.
Bye.